Do you know, girls, who is Radhakrishnan? Yes, Radhakrishnan. Radhakrishnan is our second president of India. Okay, in his birthday we celebrate as Teachers Day, right? Okay, the birth date 5th September 1888 of the second president of India. Academic philosopher Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. That is, S. Radhakrishnan is his full name is Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. It is considered a celebration day where teachers and students report to school as usual, but the usual activities and classes are replaced by activities of celebrations, thanks, and remembrance. Yes, of course. In our college also, we used to celebrate our Teachers' Day. Okay, in that day, instead of classes, we change their classes into activities and activities of celebration. That is Thanksgiving. Okay, remembrance of our great teachers. Okay. At some schools on this day, the responsibility of teaching is taken up by the senior students to show appreciation for their teachers. Okay, in some schools they celebrate very grandly. Okay, is it clear? His birthday is celebrated as Teachers' Day. Is it clear, ma? Okay. Then his introduction. Okay. Dr. Radhakrishnan, 1888 and 1975. Okay, he was born in 1888 and 1975 he died. Is that clear, ma? One of India's best and most influential 20th century scholars of comparative religion and philosophy. What is comparative? He used to write about comparative studies. That is, he used to compare Indian and Western cultures, okay, religion and philosophy. His academic appointments included the King George V Chair of Mental and Moral Science at the University of Calcutta in the year 1921 to 1932, and the Spalding Professor of Eastern Religion and Ethics at University of Oxford 1936 to 1952. Is it clear, ma? Okay, then here his early life and education. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was born in a Telugu Brahmin family at a village near Tirutani. He belongs to Telugu Brahmin family at a village near Tirutani. Okay, a place Tamil Nadu, near the border of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu states. Okay, in between, that is near the border, okay, of Andhra Pradesh. Is that clear, ma? Okay, his father's name was Sarvapalli Veerasamy and his mother was Sittamma. Okay, is that clear, ma? Okay, his father was a subordinate revenue official in the service of a local zamindar landlord. Okay, his father is working here in the local zamindar, that is landlord. Is it clear, ma? Okay. His primary education was at primary board high school at Tirutani. He got his primary education in the school primary board high school at Tirutani itself. Okay, after that in 1896 he moved to the Hermannsburg Evangelical Lutheran Mission School in Tirupati. Is it clear? After in 1896 he moved to the school Tirupati. Okay, is it clear, ma? Okay, then his education. Radhakrishnan was awarded scholarships throughout his academic life. He is doing so well that throughout the academic life, throughout his education, he got scholarship. Okay, he joined Uris College in Vellore. Okay, at first he joined Uris College at Vellore, After that, switched to the Madras Christian College at the age of 17. At the age after joining in Urus College, he shifted to the Madras Christian College at the age of 17. Okay, he graduated from there in 1906 with a master's degree in philosophy. Okay, being one of the being one of its being one of its most distinguished alumni that is passed out students. Okay, Radhakrishnan studied philosophy by chance rather than choice. Okay, instead of choosing, he studied that philosophy by chance. Okay, being a financial constrained student, when a cousin who graduated from the same college passed on his philosophy textbooks into Radhakrishnan, it automatically decided his academic course. Is it clear? Okay. His marriage. Radhakrishnan was married to Sivakammu, a distant cousin, at the age of 16. As per tradition, the marriage was arranged by the family. The couple had 5 daughters and a son, Sarvakapalli Gopal. Sarvapalli Gopal went on to a notable career as a historian. Sivagammu died in 1956. They were married for over 51 years. Now Radhakrishnan was married to a girl, that is his cousin. It was an arranged marriage, and the couple had Radhakrishnan had 5 girl and 1 boy baby. Okay, his name is Sarvapalli Gopal, and his career is a notable career as a historian. Who is a historian here? Sarvapalli Gopal, that is Radhakrishnan's son, was a historian. Okay, Sivagammu, his wife, died in 1956. Okay, they were married for over 51 years. They lived together over 51 years. Is that clear, ma? Okay. Here, career. In April 1909, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was appointed to the Department of Philosophy at the Madras Presidency College. Okay, at first he was appointed to the Department of Philosophy, where Madras Presidency College. Okay, by that time he had written many articles for journals of repute like the Quest Journal of Philosophy and the International Journal of Ethics. What is philosophy? Philosophy is the study of fundamental knowledge. Okay, and he started by that time when he was appointed as a philosopher in Madras Presidency College. He has written many articles and journals. Okay, journals, newspaper or a magazine that deals with a particular subject. Okay, ethics. He has written many journals about ethics. That is, what is ethic? Ethic is morals, behavior of a person, the principles of a person's life. Okay, is that clear, ma? Okay. He also completed his first book, The Philosophy of Rabindranath Tagore. He has written Philosophy of Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, that was completed. He believed Tagore's philosophy to be the genuine, authentic, the real one. Okay, very true manifestation of the Indian spirit. Okay, his second book, The Reign of Religion in Contemporary Philosophy, was published in 1920. After Rabindranath's philosophy, he has written the second book, The Reign of Religion in Contemporary Philosophy. Okay, which was published in 1920. Is that clear, ma? Okay. In 1921, he was appointed as a professor in philosophy to occupy the King George V Chair of Mental and Moral Science at the University of Calcutta. He represented the University of Calcutta at the Congress of the Universities of the British Empire in June 1926 and the International Congress of Philosophy at Harvard University in September 1926. He was the Vice Chancellor of Andhra University from 1931 to 1936. He was elected as Vice Chancellor of Andhra University. Okay, for 5 years, that is from 1931 to 1936. Is that clear, ma? Okay. In 1929, Radhakrishnan was invited to take the post vacated by Principal J. Iselin Carpenter at Harris Manchester College. Okay, that is, he was invited as a principal in the Harris Manchester College. Okay, after J. Iselin's retirement. Is it clear? This gave him the opportunity to lecture to the students of the University of Oxford on comparative religion, which gave him the opportunity to give a lecture on about comparative religion to the Oxford students. Okay, for his services to education, he was knighted by George V in the June 1931 birthday honors and formally invested with his honor by the Governor General of India, the Earl of Wellington, in April 1932. He has honored with many names. Okay, however, he ceased to use the title after Indian independence. After this English titles is ceased. That is, come to an end. Okay, is it clear? Okay, after independence, preferring instead his academic title of doctor. That is, only the title doctor has remained as it is. Is it clear? Okay. Then political career. Political career. In 1931, he was nominated to the League of Nations Committee for International Cooperation, whereafter in Western eyes he was the recognized Hindu authority on Indian ideas and a persuasive interpreter of the role of Eastern institutions in contemporary society. And after independence, Radhakrishna represented India at UNESCO in 1946 to 52 and was later ambassador of India to the Soviet Union from 1949 to 1952. Radhakrishnan was elected as the first Vice President of India in 1952. First Vice President and the second President of India. Okay, first Vice President in 1952 and elected as the second President of India in 1962 to 67. He is such a big personality, great personality. Okay, Radhakrishna didn't have any background. Yes, he is not very rich or he is not having any political background, but because of his knowledge, because of his hard work, he achieved this name. Okay, Radhakrishnan did not have a background in the Congress party, nor was the active in the struggle against British rule. Okay, his motivation lay in his pride of Hindu culture and the defense of Hinduism against uninformed Western criticism. Uninformed? That is without any awareness. Okay, from the Western criticism. According to Brown, he had always defended Hindu culture against uninformed Western criticism and had symbolized the pride of Indians in their own intellectual traditions. He did not lose his pride of Indians. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Teachers' Day. When he became president, some of his students and friends requested him to allow them to celebrate his birthday, that is on 5th September. Okay, when he became president, that time his students and his friends requested him and asked him that we want to celebrate your birthday like that. Okay, that time he replied, instead of celebrating my birthday, it would be my proud privilege if 5th September is observed as Teachers' Day. That is what he told. Instead of celebrating my birthday, I want my birthday to be celebrated as Teachers' Day. Okay, his birthday has since been celebrated as Teachers' Day in India. Yes, is it clear, ma? Yes, of course. We are celebrating 5th September as Teachers' Day. Okay. Then, awards and honors. He has achieved many awards and honors. In 1931, appointed a Knight Bachelor in 1931. Although he ceased to use the title Sir after India attained independence. Okay. In 1938, elected person of the British Academy. He was elected as the person as British Academy. And in 1954, the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award in India. Okay, and that is the very best award, Bharat Ratna, highest civilian award in India. Okay, in 1954, German Order for Merit for Arts and Science. Okay, in 1961, the Peace Prize of the German Book Trade, and in 1963, the British Royal Order of Merit awarded by Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, he was awarded by Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, as Order of Merit. In 1968, he was awarded as Sahitya Akademi Fellowship, the highest honor conferred by the Sahitya Akademi on a writer. He is the first person to get this award. Sahitya Akademi Award. He is the first person to get this award. Okay, is that clear, ma? Okay. Thoughts. Only the man of serene mind can realize the spiritual meaning of life. Honesty with oneself is the condition of spiritual integrity. He has quoted many thoughts. Okay, like only the man of serene mind can realize the spiritual meaning of life. Okay, he only can realize the spiritual meaning of life. Honesty with oneself is the condition of spiritual integrity. Okay, that is honesty of oneself. You have to be very honest to your oneself. Okay, to yourself. Then only you will be honest to the other person. Okay, what is integrity? Integrity is being honest. Okay, reading a book gives us the habit of solitary reflection and through enjoyment. Reading a book gives us habit of solitary, that is existing alone and through enjoyment. Okay, age or youth is not a matter of chronology. That is, you are young or you are old is not a matter of chronology. We are as young or as old as we feel. It is our feeling. What he is telling, that it is our feeling. If we feel we are old, we are old. If we feel we are young, we are young. Okay, it is matter of feeling. What we think about ourselves is what matters. What we think that matters the best. Okay, most. Is that clear? Wealth, power, and efficiency are the appurtenance style of living. Okay, appearance of life and not life itself. It is a style of living, not life itself. Okay, human nature is fundamentally good, and the spread of enlightenment will abolish all wrong. Okay, human nature is fundamentally good for ourselves. Is that clear, ma? Here, he has written many books. Okay, books by Radhakrishnan like Indian Philosophy, The Hindu View of Life, An Idealist View of Life, Eastern Religions and Western Thoughts, Religion and Society, the Bhagavad Gita, the Dhammapada, the Principal Upanishads. Okay, Recovery of Faith, Religion, Science and Culture. These are the books written by Radhakrishnan. Okay, it is about all the things. All the books deals with Indian philosophy, religion, and comparative studies. Okay, is it clear? Okay. That is religion, science, and culture. Here, the most great person. Okay, yes, we are having the great person, that is he was the second president of India. He tried to bridge Eastern philosophy with Western thoughts, defending Hinduism against Western criticism. Okay, he want to try to bridge between Western and Eastern. Okay, is it clear? He taught philosophy at Presidency College. That is, he taught, okay, Chennai, and later in the University of Mysore after a successful academic life. Okay, many colleges he has worked on. Okay, and after that, Dr. Radhakrishnan started his political career quite late in life. Okay, he was elected as the first vice president of India in 1952 and elected as the second president of India. Okay, first vice president, and the next one is he was elected as the second president of India. His birthday is celebrated as Teachers Day in India. Is that clear? Okay, girls, thank you. Hope you have understood. By tomorrow we will continue. Okay, thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.